Hello everyone, I welcome you all at this platform EcoZone. We have discussed many topics in the previous classes. Today we are going to discuss very important topic in current scenario in economics or in other papers also, like the topic is sustainable development. So I am Nitesh Kumar, PGT Economics, and today we will be discussing about sustainable development. So this is very important topic in current scenario in respect to environment as well as economics, or if you see in any reference of any subject, this topic is very important to discuss at different levels of the syllabus, at different levels of the discussion. So under this topic, the first thing that we will discuss about the definition of sustainable development. So what is the introduction for this chapter, for this topic? So very important thing, that is what is sustainable development. So we will discuss about sustainable development at the first. Then we will see what is the role of present generation towards sustainable development. So what are our roles? The present generation people, what are their roles towards sustainable development? How we can move uh, we are having sustainable development. So this is the second topic that we have to discuss. Then at the last we will discuss what are those different strategies for sustainable development, how we can achieve sustainable development, how we can move with sustainable development, how the development that we will do, that will be sustainable in nature. So what are those different strategies that we have to come with, that we have to go with for sustainable development. So let's go to the definitions from different perspective, from different persons. So what are their point of view regarding sustainable development? What does it mean? So the first thing, the first definition that we have is development that will allow future generations to have a potential average quality of life that is at least as high that which is being enjoyed by the current generation. So there are four more points, important points, that is future generation. Okay, so when we talk about, when we read about sustainable development, so the first point that we think is future generation. Okay, that means the people who are about to come, the people of future generation. So we think about future generation, this is the first point. The second point, that is the most important point, that is potential average quality of life, okay, of the future generation, or that is at least as high that which is being enjoyed by the current generation. मतलब कि आज के समय में जो लोग आज यहाँ पे उपस्थित हैं, जो आज लोग प्रेजेंट है यहाँ पे, करंट जनरेशन है, जो हम लोग हैं यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, हम सब के द्वारा जो भी रिसोर्स यूज किया जा रहा है, ठीक है, कम से कम एटलीस्ट दिस मच रिसोर्स शुड बी अवेलेबल फॉर द फ्यूचर जनरेशन. ओके, सो एटलीस्ट कम से कम, अगर हम ज़्यादा नहीं रख सकते फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए, सो एटलीस्ट वाट एवर द रिसोर्सेज आर अवेलेबल राइट नाउ, ओके, एटलीस्ट दिस मच रिसोर्स शुड बी अवेलेबल फॉर द future generation. Okay, then we will say that there is sustainable development in this country, or okay, and if these resources as it is are available for the future generation in all over the world, then we will say there is sustainable development in all over the world. So this is the first thing that we have to consider when we talk about sustainable development. Now the other thing is this concept of sustainable development was emphasized by United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, that is UNECED. So this concept of sustainable development was emphasized by the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. So this topic of sustainable development was emphasized in that United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. It was a conference. So this topic was discussed there, this topic was emphasized there. Okay, now according to UNECED, development that meets the need of present generation without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. So this is the definition of sustainable development according to UNECED. सो डेवलपमेंट दैट मीट्स द नीड ऑफ प्रेजेंट जनरेशन, ओके, वैसा डेवलपमेंट जो आज का जो प्रेजेंट टाइम है उसके नीड्स को पूरा कर सके, विदाउट कंप्रोमाइजिंग द एबिलिटी, यहाँ पर एक इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड है, दैट इज विदाउट कंप्रोमाइजिंग द एबिलिटी ऑफ द फ्यूचर जनरेशन टू मीट देयर ऑन नीड्स, यानी कि जो फ्यूचर जनरेशंस जो आने वाले हैं, जो भविष्य में आने वाले लोग हैं, उनके लिए भी जो भी उनकी ज़रूरत के लिए जो भी रिसोर्स हो वो उनके लिए अवेलेबल हो, ओके। अगर वो कमी आती है, अगर उनके पास वो बेसिक रिसोर्स नहीं रहते हैं, then we will say that there was no sustainable development. So sustainable development means we have to use the resource in such a way that it is available for the future generation. That is the basic understanding of sustainable development. Okay, now according to there is another person, that is Edward Barbier. So according to him, he defines sustainable development as one which is directly concerned with increasing the material standard of living of the poor at the grassroots level. So he thinks about sustainable development in a different perspective, okay. He tells that sustainable development means the standard of living of the people who are poor at the grassroots level. If it increases, if the standard of living increases, if the physical if you say there is material standard of living, okay, material standard of living of the poor, if it increases at the grassroots level, then he say that there is sustainable development. So according to him, according to Edward Barbier, sustainable development has its different meaning, okay. Now the meaning is that a standard of living of the poor at grassroots level should increase, then only we can say that there is sustainable development. Now what is the meaning of material standard? So you can see here at the last line, there is material standard means income, health service, water supply, sanitation. So if these facilities are enhanced at the grassroots level, then only you can say that there is sustainable development. Even though the prior definitions, the previous definitions also lead to these things, okay. So when there will be resources available, then we can distribute these things to the poor, okay. It can be reached to the rural areas, it can be reached to the at grassroots level, okay. So first of all, there should be resources. If we will extract, if we will misutilize the resources, then it will not be available for the people who are at grassroots level, the people who are poor. So along with resources, we have to consider all these things: income, health service, water supply and sanitation, okay. Now what is the role of present generation towards sustainable development, okay. This is also important, a very important topic, that what is our role, okay, how we can move towards sustainable development. So the first thing is we have to do conservation of natural assets. Whatever the natural resource we have to conserve that. We have to do conservation of those natural resources, then only it will be available for the future generation. Second thing is preservation of the regenerative capacity of the world's natural ecological system. We have to preserve, okay. So there was one topic in environment we were discussing about, that was absorptive capacity, okay. Absorptive capacity, that means there is some limit of the environment to absorb the waste, okay. जो कूड़ा कचरा होता उसको जमा करने का, उसको रखने का एक लिमिटेशन होता. When the supply will be more than the demand, then there will be environment crisis. In the same way, there is some preservation of the regenerative capacity of the world's natural ecological system. There is, if we cut a plant, if we cut a tree, then we have to do plantation. If we will not regenerate, if the regenerative capacity will be low, then what will happen? There will be problem. The resource will be finished. There will be no resource for the future generation. So we have to increase the regenerative capacity. If we cut a tree, we have to plant a tree, okay. Even more than that, what we cut the tree. So there is preservation, that means we have to substitute. If we cut a tree, we have to plant a tree, okay, for the future generation. Now the third point is avoiding the imposition of added cost, okay. What is this? What does it mean? You can see today also we are paying money for water, okay, for mineral water. Even 20 years back, 10 years back, we were not just paying money for this water and all these things, but today we are paying. If we will be misutilizing the resources in coming future, for the future generations, they will have to pay the money for even clean air. So today at least we are not paying money for clean air. Even in many countries, at many places, it has been started that people are buying oxygen, people are buying all these things. So if we will misutilize the resources, then what will happen? People will have to pay extra money for the basic things that is really available nowadays. Okay, so we have to think in that way. We have to make them free from paying extra money for basic needs. Okay, for clean water, for clean air. At least today we are not paying, but in coming future, if we will be misutilizing the resources, natural resources, then certainly they will have to pay a most of their income part for their clean air and clean water. Okay, at least today also we are paying 20 rupees, 30 rupees for a liter of water. So now you can imagine about the future, how much money they will have to pay for clean air and clean water. So if we do not if we do not conserve the natural assets, natural resource, then what will happen? There will be extra burden of cost for the future generation to buy clean air, to buy clean oxygen, pure oxygen. So these are the things that we have to think, okay, that we have to work upon. We have to preserve our natural resource, conserve our natural assets, okay, plants, mountains, forests, those things we have to preserve. Otherwise in the future generation they will have to pay extra money, they will have to pay most of their income on this, they will have to do expenditure on this income, of their income on this water and air. So we have to think, this present generation, we have to think, we have to do more and more plantation. Okay, now role of present generation towards, under that there is one person, that is Herman Daly. Okay, so according to him there is some other points that have to take care. Okay, so there are some needs to be done. So okay, so the first thing is we have to limit the human population to a level. Okay, this is a very important point for any country. When you see that in case of happiness index, the population is very less of that country, Denmark or any other country. So human population, there is need of limiting the human population. Okay, now the second point is technological progress should be input efficient and not input consuming. What do you mean by input efficient? That means टेक्नोलॉजिकल प्रोग्रेस हम लोग इस तरह से करें कि वो कम इनपुट्स को लेकर ज़्यादा आउटपुट प्रोड्यूस कर सके. ओके, सो टेक्नोलॉजिकल प्रोग्रेस शुड बी इनपुट इफिशिएंट नॉट इनपुट कंज्यूमिंग. ऐसा नहीं हो कि ज़्यादा पेड़ काट कर और एक कम आउटपुट अगर दे, वैसा टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोग्रेस वाई वी विल डू. सो वी हैव टू डू टेक्नोलॉजिकल प्रोग्रेस इन सच ए वे दैट इट इज इनपुट इफिशिएंट, कम इनपुट्स को लेकर ज़्यादा आउटपुट वो प्रोड्यूस कर सके. The third one is renewable resources should be extracted on a sustainable basis. Sustainable basis means we have to use less, or if we use more, we have to substitute that. If we cut plants for any purpose, we have to do plantation more than that. Okay, so that is sustainable. So extraction should not exceed, okay, should not exceed rate of regeneration. Okay, extraction ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए regeneration से. So regeneration should always be greater than the extraction. Plantation should always be greater than the deforestation. Then only there will be sustainable development. If the rate of deforestation is more than the plantation, then what will happen? There will be no sustainable development. So plantation should have more than that of deforestation. Now for non-renewable resources, rate of depletion should not exceed the rate of creation. The same thing, if there is non-renewable resource, what is non-renewable resource? Which can't be renewed in a short period of time. It takes very long time. That is coal, petrol, okay, firewood. So those things, in those circumstance, the rate of depletion should not exceed the rate of creation. We have not to use in such a way that it gets extinct in very short time. So we have to take care of those non-renewable resources as well. Now inefficiencies arising from pollution should be corrected. There are many problems that is happening because of the pollution. So we have to take care of those pollution. Okay, and the very basic thing that we can do is plantation. With the help of plantation, we can decrease the pollution. Okay. Now different strategies for sustainable development. There are many other strategies that can be used for sustainable development. The very first thing is use of non-conventional source of energy. When we are talking about energy in the previous chapter, there you would have seen that when we talk about sustainable development, we have to use non-conventional source of energy. What are non-conventional source of energy? That is the source of energy that we are producing in modern era nowadays. What are those? Wind energy, solar energy, tidal energy, okay, even the biogas. So those things we have to use nowadays, okay. So use of non-conventional source of energy have to be considered, have to be taken place for sustainable development. Under that you can see there are many points, that is LPG, gobar gas we can use in rural areas, okay, because this is somehow cheaper, okay. So this is more cheap than other CNG and all. So in rural areas, since people having less per capita income, so they can consume, they can use gobar gas and LPG, which are non-conventional source of energy and which are you can environment friendly. Now the second one is CNG, okay, compressed natural gas, that we can use in urban areas, okay. Then wind power, solar power, solar power through photovoltaic cells. What is photovoltaic cell? So it is a cell that is used to convert solar energy into electricity, okay. So these cells, what are their work? So they conserve, you can say they take solar energy, okay, and then they convert it into electricity, okay. Then mini hydel plants, actually in mountain regions when there is hill stations, hill areas, so there steams are found, okay. Steams are found almost everywhere, okay, steams. And these hydel plants, what they will do actually, they will convert these steams into electricity, because at some hill stations, mountain regions, electricity is not available easily. So with the help of mini hydel plants, we can generate electricity there, okay, very easily with the help of this, and that is also very non-conventional source of energy, and also very good for sustainable development, because there is no harm to the environment, okay. Now there is some other strategies, that is traditional knowledge and practice. That means those knowledge that were being used in the past, okay, our ancestors were using those things. The first one was biocomposting and biopest control, okay. So what was in biocomposting? So उसमें क्या होता कि जो भी कैटल्स होते, जो उसका डंग होता, जो गोबर एक वर्ड यूज करते हैं हिंदी में, सो गोबर, सो हम लोग उस चीज का वी यूज दोज थिंग्स फॉर फर्टिलाइजर्स एंड सॉइल कंडीशनर इन द land. So biocomposting is one thing that our grandparents used. Even today also in many villages you can see people used to have those dung as a fertilizer for soil conditioner. Now the second one is biopest control. What is this biopest control? तो खेतों में क्या होता है, बहुत टाइम देयर इज सम इंसेक्ट्स, ओके, इंसेक्ट्स वगैरह आ जाते हैं, and for that we need some pesticides, okay. So there are some pesticides that is made up with fertilizer, this one neem plant, okay, नीम के पौधे से बहुत सारे केमिकल पेस्टिसाइड्स बनते हैं, that is useful for removing those pests, okay, from the field. Actually green revolution के बाद क्या हुआ कि people started using this one chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides for higher yield का yield क्या होता है, तो एक कम जगह पे ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन अगर करना, कम जगह पे ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन कर पाना, उसको बोलते हैं हायर यील्ड. लोअर यील्ड मतलब कि जमीन ज्यादा है और उस पर प्रोडक्शन कम हो रहा है, तो उसको बढ़ाने के लिए लोग क्या करते हैं कि दे यूज केमिकल्स पेस्टिसाइड्स फॉर हायर यील्ड, कि कम जगह में ही ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन वो लोग कर लें. सो दैट इज दिस वन फर्टिलाइजर्स यूज करने लगे ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन के बाद. So now even though now you can see and everything, water get contaminated, even milk, meat, fishes were found to be contaminated. So these things started happening after green revolution. Now after some time, after 20-30 years of green revolution, people started thinking about the past, okay. So what things were being used in the traditional method? So that was animal and birds like a snake, lizards, owl, peacock are also helpful in this regard. In this regard means these animals and birds are also used, okay, for killing the pest in the field, okay. So these things are also used. Then neem plant, okay. So we use some pesticides made up of any plant, trees for biopest control in the land. So this was all about this sustainable development, how we can do and what are the problems. So nowadays sustainable development has become a catchphrase today, okay. Sustainable development has become a catchphrase today इट इज इंडीड ए पैराडाइम शिफ्ट इन डेवलपमेंटल थिंकिंग। अगर हम लोग आज विकास की बात करते हैं, डेवलपमेंट की बात करते हैं, सो इन दैट थिंकिंग, इन दैट डिस्कशन, देयर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड, दैट इज सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट। वी focus more on sustainable development. Okay, though it has been interpreted in a number of ways. Okay, adherence to this path ensures lasting development and non-declining welfare for all. So sustainable development is such a development which is non-declining welfare of all. Okay, that means this development will not decline after some time. Okay, after some time. Okay, it will be non-declining welfare for all. Sustainable development means you have to do development that will be for all, each and every person of the nation, each and every person of the world. When you see the sustainable development on the world basis, on the world level, then the welfare of all is considered, not a single person is left behind it. Okay, so these are the points, these were the points, very short topic but very broader concept, that is sustainable development, that has to be considered on very higher level in nowadays in the current scenario. So this was all about sustainable development. So that's all for this topic. So thank you, keep watching, keep learning and be happy. So this was all about for this sustainable development. So take care, goodbye.